Hello and welcome to Drive-In Double Feature Podcast. I'm Nathan,
I'm Ryan.
and this is the podcast where we talk about two movies a week every Tuesday and Thursday. But before we get into today's holiday-filled episode, I want to talk to you about our Patreon. If you head over to patreon.com/Drive-In Double Feature Podcast, give us a Christmas gift of $5 a month, and you know what? You receive the gift of fun conversations, trivia, stuff like that, but you do not receive the gift of this show. That's just given to you automatically. That's not really a gift, right? It's just like always there for you, unless you feel like we are giving a gift to them all the time.
But it's like the fruit cake you have like
Yeah.
hidden
Oh,
away.
that fruit cake that you just take out every once in a while. I've never had fruit cake, so
Right? You take out the same fruit cake every year and you just cut off a
yeah.
piece. And
Hmm.
then once you're done, you put it back for next year.
Yeah, it's like wine, just gets better with time. Opened up in
Hmm.
plastic and just let it air up out a little. It's good.
How about like a fruit cake filled with like gushers?
That sounds good. What is a fruit cake? What is like? I don't even. Is it like an actual cake? Just feel it's like filled with garbage.
Yeah, it's like filled with Jolly Ranchers or something. That's what it
Jolly
looks like.
Ranchers, but that sounds good. I would eat
Bread, bread,
bready Jolly
bread filled.
Ranchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. A croissant with some Jolly Ranchers in it. That sounds French.
Hmm.
That sounds fancy. But let's get into today's movie. Let's talk about A Holiday Heist. On IMDb, it's called that. On Tubi, it's just called Holiday Heist, I believe. This came out in 2011. It's called A Holiday Heist, and it's Christmas time. So why don't we talk about it? That's what I thought.
Wait, is
Go
there
ahead.
any particular reason you picked this one?
Yeah, so what there was one night where me and my fiance were going to bed, and our Samsung TV in the bedroom always has like it has a movie hub up is what it's called, and they were just playing
Yep,
holiday
same here.
movies. Yeah, okay, so same deal. And this movie played for like a minute, right? And let me tell you, it was unsuspecting from the minute I saw. It was very just like I was like, "Oh, this is just a dumb movie," and I turned it off. And I just have always remembered it, and I was like, I want to cover that if I choose something. So I didn't know everything about this movie. I just picked it off of that. So nothing too crazy.
Is there, you were just like, man, I haven't seen enough Lacey Chabert movies.
Well,
I
well,
need to watch more of her.
yeah, her and well, no, it's more like Preston Lacey. I was like, huh, he's like in a movie, which is the guy
Right.
from Jackass, and I was just like, that's odd. Yeah,
And he
Lacey.
has a pretty big role too.
He really does. He's like the one of the main antagonists of this movie. Um, is that how you say it? Lacey Chabert? I'm guessing.
La- Lacey
She
Chabert, Chabert.
Chabert. She's like, she's like in Hallmark movies, right?
Well,
I think she's in Christian Mingle, the movie.
well, let's just run down her magical legacy. I mean, you got Wild Thornberries.
Uh-huh.
You got
Mean
you got the
Girls.
Mean Girls, the first voice of Meg Griffin.
Really? I didn't know that.
Like, go back and watch like the first episode. That's not Mila Kunis.
Interesting. I think I know. I've known that, but I guess I didn't look at who it was. Yeah, it doesn't sound like her. Lost in Space, it looks like.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What a great actress. Her star meter on IMDb, by the way, she's in the top 500.
Whoa, that's
That's pretty good,
which number?
actually. I don't know if this is wrong or not, but it says number four. Can you look her up on IMDb really quickly?
What?
Yeah.
More?
um yeah, it says top 504 and like down, like it's gone down. Like she was like number one or something.
Where?
It's at the very top. It says like where a picture is right under it says IMDb Pro star meter.
I don't think I have that on my. Uh,
I something tells me that's really wrong, that she would be the number 4 most
oh,
popular actress.
do you have IMDb Pro, Nathan?
No, because when I click it, it asks me to start a trial. I do not have IMDb Pro. But we're getting too off track here. We got to
Uh,
talk about Holiday Heist.
do we?
Preston Lacey is at number 2, actually.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding, but that would be really funny.
Like greatest actors of all time. Like he's up there.
He's up there with Leo. That's the only good actor I can think of. But Holiday Heist is going to be a tough movie to talk about just because I personally thought, just to get into this one, was boring. And you know what? I'm going to get this off my chest right from the start. This might be one of the worst movies we've ever talked about on this channel. I seriously think that. I was watching this miserable experience. How did you feel about this?
Well, hold
Hopefully you
on,
didn't love
Nathan.
it. Yeah.
Hold on, Nathan.
Yeah.
I there was a time where I chuckled a couple of times.
No.
I,
No. You laughed.
I, yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
of how bad it was.
Oh, well, yeah, that. So, okay, so you're giving it points because it's bad and you laughed at it.
Yes.
That's okay. I think that's fine. I understand that. Was it the bits? Was it the was it the racist bits?
This movie was so racist.
I was so surprised how racist this movie is. It is such a product of its time, even though like 2011 seems to be pushing it. Because I mean, I feel like during that era, edgy humor was starting to it was a lot larger, but
Yeah.
this was just like it was rough. Like it definitely feels like a relic. But anyway, this movie is set at a college where it's kind of like, I guess, a plot device of, oh, it's a group of people that are stuck there for Christmas and they all have to gather together because they're not there for the holidays, or they're not with their family for the holidays. We have Jennifer, which is the star, Lacey Chabert, number 4 star in the world. Rick
Mhm.
Malambry plays Duncan, who I guess he's kind of like the jockey type guy, but he's not. He really loves art, and his parents are
Sure.
artists. Um, who else do we got? Frank, who is characterized, I would say they probably in the casting call were like fat guy, because he gets made fun
Yeah.
of for being
And
fat. He's not
and he's not
really
even
that
like
fat. Like, I mean,
he's not he's like he's bulky, sure, but I wouldn't just that's not something I would make fun of him of for being like he's like, oh, he's so fat. Like
yeah, no,
but
it's really odd how much that, because he has a pizza candle at one point that he sniffs for his
well
cravings.
yeah, he's on a diet because he's so fat, and he's just like, oh, I if I have a pizza candle, it's gonna help my cravings.
This shows you the
And
caliber.
I don't that would have the opposite effect for me.
Yeah, because yeah, I would be like, "Oh, I can smell a pizza. Let me eat
I'm like,
it." Like,
now I really want a pizza.
sniffing isn't really like eating. Like, that's not filling in any. Whatever, whatever. We have Bert, who's kind of, he's like the film student kid. He likes artsy stuff. Um,
No, you're getting way too ahead. He's the Jew, okay? Like,
yeah, pretty. At one point, he does the Jewish accent. Oh boy. Which I thought this movie would lean heavier. I guess I'll give it points here. It would lean heavier into him having a crush on the main girl, like a love triangle thing. But no, they don't really play into that.
I was so afraid it was going to do something like that because he's dressed just like uh Ducky and Pretty in Pink.
Yes, yeah. I know how much you love Ducky.
Oh yeah. And they
Hmm.
should have just they should have done that. Like put John Cryer just like as a regular like college age student, and he's just like
They should have done. Yeah, I mean, this movie would have done it. Let me, I'm naming these characters. You know how big this cast is? There's so many people in this
there's
movie.
so there's so many names. Vivica
Yeah.
A. Fox is the main antagonist.
Yeah, she's the dean. And then she has two like like security guards that work for her. Well, more like robbers. They're going to rob this art gallery. One played by Preston Lacey and the other by Robert Maschio, which he's like a face that I recognized.
He was
Um,
on. I watched this with a group again, and they said he was on Scrubs or something like that.
that maybe is where I saw him because I've seen Scrubs. I've watched a good amount of Scrubs. You watch this with
I
a
haven't.
group? Oh boy. Uh, that seems like a much more enjoyable environment, to be honest with you. I watched this alone in the morning, and I was just like, I was not feeling it.
You're like half awake, and you're having to like watch this shit. Like
Yeah, this like very plotless movie for a bit. There's a goth girl, there's an Indian guy, and I say Indian guy because oh boy, they really play into that.
do you think they just like watched like The Big Bang Theory and they're like, oh, like the Indian guy from that one? They're like, oh, we want that exact same character in this movie.
Exactly. Yeah, it feels like they wanted to fit that archetype, right? Like the like smart Indian guy, and they just did that, except like they couldn't get past like the Indian face value thing. Because like there's this part where he's singing a Christmas song and he's singing about like chutney.
Hey,
And
she pays like chutney smells, add some saffron or something.
yeah, which I mean, I don't know. I guess he did it for the movie. I don't know. It feels a little humiliating. Same with the Asian woman that's in this movie, Vivian. I think it's yeah, Vivian Bang. She does a
Well,
full
she's a college professor at the beginning of the movie.
yeah, and then she also works a Chinese restaurant.
Right, but she's not she's Japanese. Like
Yeah,
she speaks Japanese. Her last name is not Japanese or Chinese. It's Gwen.
it's a
It's like a Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Yeah,
Yeah, and she works in a Chinese restaurant.
yeah,
And like the Indian guy, like he shows up at a Chinese place because they're all having dinner at this gallery, and he's just like, "Oh, like you work here at this?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, just
the most
it's really
racist
be
accent you can think
yeah."
of.
Yeah, it's like this Chinese restaurants are busy this time of year. He's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
And they have this dialogue where they're like their accents are so strong that they can't understand one another.
yeah. So they just start like they're saying like common words that both mispronounce, and it's just like that back and forth for a while. I forget what
Well,
they
well,
say.
well, because he's like, oh yeah, there's a new security guard, and it's like, oh, a god?
God?
No, not God, guard. Like they're trying to say security guard, but they keep thinking they're saying God.
Yeah, it's really it's goofy, like but also not that funny. Uh, and then the final person I want to bring up from this cast is Chris Kattan, uh, who's in this for 2 minutes playing the main
Uncle
character's
Harry.
uncle. Yeah, Uncle Harry. Um, Chris Kattan
What
is
what a
yeah.
weird cameo.
Yeah, it's a weird cameo to have, right? And that's like kind of his career. Like, I mean, like I get why he doesn't star in things. I don't really think he's that funny, but like,
Okay, well let's run through his legacy, Nathan. We got Night at the Roxbury.
which is a
We got
funny movie. That's a good movie. I'm saying it
don't
now.
for his big breakout starring movie, which was Corky Romano. And of course, Nathan, don't forget Undercover Brother. He was the main
That's
villain in
right.
that movie as Mr. Feather.
Which Undercover Brother is funny. I think that one's pretty funny. It's when I think of Corky Romano, there's a Mad TV sketch where someone's playing George W. Bush. He's like, "I want my money back from Corky Romano." I don't know that's that legacy for that movie. Yeah, a
What a
Mad TV
legacy.
sketch. But anyway, this group gets together and they want to have Christmas together at the art gallery that is near campus. And guess what? That happens to be the night where Vivica A. Fox has sent out these two goons to go out and steal this art. So it ends up being like it's a holiday heist, pretty much. um, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you've said it all.
I've said it
Uh,
all. I mean, yeah. So to me, this movie has like no plot for so long. It's so
it,
bad.
Well, like the beginning of the movie, it's them like all converging, like going to yeah, it's like Chabert, like she doesn't have family to go to. The only one family she has is Uncle Harry, and
Mhm.
he's like, come to my cabin with me and my hot girlfriend. And it's just like,
It's like,
uh,
oh, did you ID her? Huh?
yeah,
Yeah. I think he's like, oh, we listened to the most beautiful song by Justin Bieber.
yeah, we love Justin Bieber.
Great Chris Kattan, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah, so he wants her to like go with her to her cabin, to his cabin, so he's not alone, or she's not alone. But she's like, no, I got a lot of stuff to do. But really, she just volunteers at this art gallery over
mhm.
Christmas, and this is going to be the biggest time of the year. Oh, you forgot about the gay French art gallery owner too.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot
Oh,
this movie is also homophobic too.
yeah.
Because I think a man walks in and has like a crazy haircut, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know Cyndi
Mark,
Lauper
Mark,
was in town."
his boyfriend slash, but they don't say boyfriend, they say his
Yeah,
travel companion.
yeah, because he's
And
closeted,
uh,
he's hiding.
yeah, and his name is Marcus Coos.
You're making this movie sound funnier than it is, Ryan. Stop. His name is Mark Couscous. That's pretty good. Yeah, but yeah, so they're out of town because, and that's kind of to explain like whenever they actually get to alert like the police, or not, set off the alarms, that why he isn't there, because he's in a limo having a nice date night with the boys heading out, and they're like dancing, well, not dancing, but they're like singing in the limo on the way
Oh
to
yeah,
this place.
they're having a great time. They're going to Barbados,
That's
and they're just
right.
dancing along.
Uh-huh. And then they're stuck inside. But there's like no like there's no like tenseness to this, because most of the movie is like this weird like, oh, we're locked in, we got to wait to get out of here. And then the
Hmm.
two dudes and their like new guy, there's like this, because they're planning on double crossing Vivica A. Fox by giving her counterfeits. And so they brought in another guy, and
Jimmy.
is that to make it like a Three Stooges type deal? Like where
Well,
it's,
it's like I think that's because like the two security guards were like way too stupid, and they're like,
yeah.
we have to add, like, yeah, I think it was going to be like a Three Stooges, like, because Jimmy is like, he's still stupid, but he's like at least somewhat competent
Hmm.
between the other two. I mean, like the other two are like barely functioning as like
Oh
humans.
yeah. Yeah, kind of like Dumb and Dumber 2, where like it's like they're so stupid, like how are they even like alive? Because there's like a joke where you can't even tell the difference between a rat and a bunny.
Yeah, he couldn't do that, and it's just like, what? Santa Claus ain't real? Like,
Mm. Yeah, of course they have to have that.
oh,
Um,
and don't forget the security guard is actually like in love with the Asian like school professor.
Yeah, that
Uh,
that was like, I will give that at least is a little funny, because like I do think it's funny that the ending reveal of this movie is that there was a giant present out front waiting for the security guard, and it's the Asian lady in there. She pops out and is just so in love with this man, because I think she's
well,
like the tall, dark, handsome man.
yeah, it's like, oh, have you seen that tall, dark, handsome security guard? And
Yeah,
he's just like, oh man, she's a hottie. Like,
yeah, she's so hot. Yeah,
I,
it's just so stupid.
and
Um, oh,
but
and
yeah, but yeah, it's really stupid, like the movie, because like the main dude, what was his name again? The main
uh,
Duncan.
Duncan.
Oh yeah, his stupid name, Duncan Duvet.
Yeah,
Dun-
Duncan Duvet of the Duvet family.
He's like, and they're like, because it turns out that this is the Duvet Art Gallery, and
Hmm.
it's because it's apparently like his grandmother was like a famous artist,
Mm.
and Lacey Chabert, she is also like really in love with art, and he does know art, but the the hook to this one is that he actually failed his art history class.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And
now
everyone's like,
he's
"Oh,
got to.
that's a gimme course. That's so easy."
Hmm. And he has to work at this gallery uh during Christmas Eve. So like he is like somewhat smart in art, but like I guess he hates it though. Like
I didn't get it. He was like, "Oh, I can't live up to my family's legacy, but I make abstract weird art," which is, oh God, I hate that moment when they're both looking at the abstract art and she's like, "Oh, this is reminds me of post industrialist whatever the hell." Like it's just
yeah,
jibber
he's like,
jabber.
yeah, just like, oh, this is a very contemporary piece, and just
And I hear it from Lacey Chabert, and I'm like, no, this you're not convincing me on this one bit.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. But yeah, like you said, there's zero tension in this movie at all.
yeah,
Like there's no like they go like you think like this is gonna turn into like a Home Alone type
yeah,
thing where it's just gonna be like the the bumbling burglars are going to like get their comeuppance. There's gonna be these
mm,
all elaborate traps and everything, but there's not any of that.
no,
It's just they because what they do is like they're all there for working at this gallery because they all want extra money or whatever, and they're like, oh well, we shouldn't all be by ourselves on Christmas Eve, so why don't we just like let ourselves into this gallery and just have Christmas dinner inside the
mm-hmm.
gallery? And they don't really do anything other than they dance like around, like they like play some music, they dance, and the
Mm-hmm.
Indian guy just goes to the Chinese restaurant to go pick up the food, and Lacey Chabert's friend, who's like this super uh like materialistic girl, like ends up she was in
We didn't even bring her up.
but she was in Barbados, I think, too, all right? Or she was like, was she there or
She was in some vacation spot.
right? She was somewhere like on a fairly tropical setting, and uh, like this cool boy shows up, and he's like, "Oh, can I get you some like a drink or something?" She's like, "Your outfit makes you look French. I hate the aesthetic."
That's right. Yeah, which is like after like there's the whole thing with the two security guards making fun of French people. So like I don't know
Like,
what this movie has against French people.
well, I mean, even the art owner, who is the museum owner, he's French. He's
Hmm.
extremely snooty, like in the
Uh-huh.
beginning. So they make the French look really bad in this one.
Yeah, they have
Uh,
some grievances.
but yeah, they do that. Vivica A. Fox and the guards are like trying to, she's explaining that to them, and they're really stupid, and half the movie is them trying to get in there, and uh Vivica A. Fox like really hates Christmas. She's like, I hate Christmas. I hate art. And I'm like, why are you doing this if you hate art? But anyway, they're Preston Lacey like gives Vivica A. Fox he's like, well, you don't have a gift, so I got you a gift. It's just
Hmm.
it's like this big giant water gun, like a
Hmm.
super soaker.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not 11, and she throws it away. And then later, Bruce finds the super soaker in the trash can. He's just like, whoa, like I got a free super soaker. And then one of them's like, don't touch that. That's out of the garbage can. People pee in garbage cans.
Yeah. So that ends up being a gag later where they fill up the water gun with pee and they spray it all over Preston Lacey, which that's kind of like a jackass stunt.
Yeah, they should have played the Jackass theme song there.
It sounds like something they would have done. I mean, it's kind of shot like one because it's crazy. I'm not saying that there's celebrities in this movie. There's not. They're all C, D list actors. But I'm surprised like how crappy this movie looks. It's very, 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 very cheap, simple, nothing special. Um,
Hmm.
it is as basic as you can get. But yeah, so it ends up they do finally towards the end of the movie they do end up tying up all the students, and that's when the movie gets a little emotional. I don't know about you, but I felt a little sad whenever Whenever I think her name's Jennifer in the movie, she talks about her past, and I thought it would be a joke because this movie takes nothing seriously. No, it tries to take a serious note. She cries.
But is that Lacey Chebert's character, or is he talking about
Yes,
the
yeah,
goth girl?
Lacey Chabert. Even though the gothy girl, she also has a moment where she's like, you know what, I do love all of you.
Yeah, and then she ends up hooking up with the with Bert.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is not where I expected the movie to go. Um,
Right.
but
I
yeah,
expected her to say like some type of Jewish slur because that seemed like the Psych movie was going for. Like,
no one was hateful in this movie. Just the characters were, because like it was weird. Like they would do something like really weird, like make fun of the fat guy or something, and like the whole room would just be kind of be like, like they don't really add to it. It's just like
yeah.
there.
And well, yeah, Lacey Chebert's character, they're just like, that's when both my parents died in a car crash on things on Christmas. And I
Hmm.
laughed at that part because it's just so out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah,
what? Like,
it's just to add some stupid drama to it. It's so bad. Um, God, yeah, but they eventually all break out, and you know what? They save the day, and everyone gets arrested. I do love the imagery of Vivica because for whatever reason, Vivica Fox thinks that she can win this, and she ends up getting arrested. And she's getting like pulled back from the cops at the end of the movie as she's trying to beat the crap out of them. I thought the visual of that was
the-
kind of funny.
she should have pulled out a knife, and did like the Kill Bill fight scene.
I know, right? Isn't her career is crazy because she is only in like garbage anymore.
I know she's been in like some good stuff, I
Yeah,
think.
she
I
was like
mean,
in
but
Independence Day, right?
yeah, she was like Will Smith's wife in that one.
Yeah, like and I mean Kill Bill. She's in good stuff, but now she's like bottom of the barrel. I mean, she's like in like the Cool Cat movies.
Oh, that's right. She is. There he is.
Yeah, it's really sad actually. And she's in Holiday Heist. I wonder how everyone feels about this movie now. But you got to tell me, like, so you might have already covered some of the ones, some of the jokes that made you laugh. I don't know if anything else made you laugh in this
No, that,
movie.
that I pretty much said it. It was just like I just like I can't believe they said that type of thing. Like what
Yeah.
the like the Asian restaurant scene, like that's like a scene to behold, and just like
Yes.
the
Oh my
Indian
God.
character in general is just like extremely racist.
Yeah.
So
It's like a caricature. And I guess that kind of got on my nerves, like in a way, just like so like over the top. Yeah, I don't know. This one really rubbed me the wrong way. I hated this movie. Like it was bad in so many ways and just not worth. I actually, Ryan, I was a little embarrassed I even picked this movie. I really was. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I made Ryan watch this movie. And I usually don't feel that. I usually don't care. It's usually like, oh, it'll be fun. No, this one I
I
was
just
like,
this is the movie that broke you, Nathan, not the like the little that like that one family that getting molested by like that one dude or whatever, like Big Mama or Fast Mama or whatever,
oh, that movie. No, no, no.
that
This is
you
the
that
one. There's something about this one that really just is like just awful. I didn't like it at all, but it sounded like you at least got a little fun out of it.
I've seen much worse, and I
Yeah.
mean like it's not it's a movie where I can't recommend it to anybody, and it is still, I want to specify too, like it is still like it's an offensive movie. It's like it's trying, it's going for a very edgy type of humor, and I don't think it lands at all. It comes off more as like insulting than it does like comical.
Hmm.
So um I don't recommend it, but like I said, it was an enjoyable time to like watch it, like the with just seeing how bad it was. So,
I
but
could get
no,
that.
do not recommend.
Mm. No, but I totally get that, and I agree. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. But Ryan, what are we covering on Thursday, which is also Christmas, by the way?
Well, Nathan, we're giving you the biggest gift you can get asked for, which would be Merry Matrimony, which is streaming for free on Tubi right now.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to watch this one. And if you want to email us, you can email us at driveanddoubleFeaturePodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I hope you have a great, happy holidays, everybody. Until next time.
Until next time.